I'm Sam.
And we are Love to Hate. We're back again with another preview video. This time we have Cartographers Heroes from Thunderworks Games. Cartographers Heroes is an expansion to the base game of Cartographers, a role-player tale. However, Heroes can be a standalone game. Takes the same type of gameplay from the base game, adds in a few new concepts and new cards to the game, and gives it a nice twist. Let's take a look at it on the table real quick.
Hey there, I have Cartographers A Role-Player Tale and Cartographers Heroes on the table here. I have included Cartographers A Role-Player Tale just for reference here, as to let you know Cartographers Heroes obviously goes along with Cartographers A Role-Player Tale. However, Heroes is a standalone game, and so you can play it all on its own. You can also combine some of the components from Heroes to the base game and vice versa. However, you are not going to combine everything. In this video, I'm just going to go over some of the major differences that you will find in Heroes. If you would like to watch a video on how Cartographers A Role-Player Tale plays, how it works, you can click the eye in the top right corner and it'll take you to our video on that game. So without further ado, let's look at some of the components here. In Heroes, you still have your ABC goal cards here. No changes there. You still have your season cards, and mostly they're the same. However, the summer card is now a 7 instead of an 8. That is one of the changes. You have new goals that you will be trying to achieve in Heroes. They mostly come in the same varieties as in the base game. For instance, goals that have something to do with forests, goals that generally have something to do with farms and wetlands on the same card, goals that have something to do with your homes, and then goals that have something to do with the size and shape of the spaces on your board that you leave open, or if you're touching the edge of the map, filling columns, rows, that sort of thing. You have new land cards that you use to fill in spaces on your board. And these are the same ideas in the original game. It's just they have new shapes. Some of the shapes are unconventional. Let me see if I can show you one of those. So you can leave spaces open now. And where's another one? There's a U type shape. You turn that upside down, you got a U type shape there. And just some other unusual type of shapes in the Heroes version of the game. So that's different. But really, the main difference here are these two stacks of cards, your ambush cards and the new addition of the hero cards. Your ambush cards work the same way as in the base game. You hand your board to an adjacent player, depending on the arrow here, and they draw this shape on your board wherever they choose, and it really just jacks with your plans. However, in Heroes, it's going to mess you up even more. As you can see, they are going to add a letter to the shape that they're putting, and that letter tells you something about the different type of ambush. So for instance, the giant troll ravage, after scoring each season, destroy an empty space adjacent to the giant troll. We'll come back to what it means to destroy a space here in a second. Gorgon gaze, placing player destroys one adjacent non-mountain space next to the Gorgon. Dragon Inferno, when all dragon spaces are surrounded or destroyed, gain 3 coins. So thematically here, you destroy the dragon and you gain the dragon's money. That's pretty cool. And then my favorite is the Zombie Plague. It's only a 1 square, but look at this. After scoring a season, draw a zombie in each adjacent empty space next to a zombie. Ooh, that's pretty scary. The zombie is going to spread and fill up your board if you're not careful there. Now, just like in the base game, you shuffle these into your card deck over here. You do the same with the hero cards. The heroes have the same backing, and so you won't know what they are until they come up. And what the heroes do, they work much like the land cards. You just draw the hero symbol which is a 1x1. Okay, and the outlined spaces here tell you where that hero can attack. And so attacking will destroy an ambush. It will defeat the ambush and keep it from doing anything further. You get to destroy it. And so what that means is on your board, you would draw an X on a spot for where you are destroying something. So let me show you what that could look like here in 1 second. So for example, if my opponent put this zombie right here in this space, and then let's say the zombie unfortunately spread, I didn't take care of it, and it got into this space, then I could play this hero in this space right here, and going off of the hero card, I skip a space directly adjacent to me, and then I attack the 3 that extend off of that 1 space over. It's kind of like in the shape of a T. So for instance, how that would work is I would not attack anything in this space, but I would attack in this quadrant, and this one as well as this one. And when I attack something, if there are any plagues or ambushes, in any of these spots currently, then we will destroy them. And to destroy something means to just exit out, and nothing can exist in that space ever again. If there wasn't an ambush already in that space, then the hit marker will stay there, and if an ambush ever were to be placed there or spread into that space, then it would automatically become destroyed. Destroyed spaces remain there till the end of the game. Obviously, you've drawn it on your board, you can't get it off. They count for nothing, and they do count as filled spaces for some of the goals that require you to have filled spaces or have things adjacent to other spaces. Also, if it's adjacent to a mountain, obviously that counts as well when you have filled up the spaces around the mountain. And so just to take a quick look at some of the other hero cards here in the game, Dorbrick of Lorenheim, we've got Doll of Jolu, and Freyla the True. So there you go. Those are the 4 hero cards in the game. Now the other major differences are the map. The map is different than what you found in the base game. I'll let you take a look at that. As you can see, it has a C on it to denote that this is different from the AB side of the map. Let me show you what the map from the base game looked like just for reference here. And I have mine laminated here so it's shiny. But you can see the mountains are in different spaces as well as the ruin spaces. And there was the B side of the back side of the board. Let me show you the B side, or excuse me, I guess this would be the D side of the Heroes map here. There you go. So the little canyons or valleys or whatnot are in different spaces. There are more of them in Heroes now. So that is that. Now, on the Kickstarter, you will find that there are also additional map packs that they have included in Heroes. We were given the first one, Nebulous Plane of Flame, and so we can talk about that real quick here. Nebulous Plane of Flame is going to have its own separate set of maps, and on it, as you can see, there is a giant volcano in the middle. This is double-sided as well, and so I'll show you the back side. The mountain is on the side of the map there. And how this works is you have a special set of cards here that you deal into the deck, and when they come up, you are going to have to draw this space somewhere adjacent to the volcano. And thematically, the volcano has erupted and it's causing some destruction. You put destruction on these spaces here. So let me open this up and let you guys take a look at the cards that come with Nebulous. And so there you go. You can see we have Lava Flow, which is just a 3x1. Rain of Fire, which gives you the choice of putting 2 1x1s down, or you can gain a coin and put that L-shaped space. Or you can do seismic tremors and just do a 2x1. So there you have it. The Rain of Fire does have time on it, so that is something to take note of. The other thing that you will find with Heroes, Cartographers, is a mini expansion, Skills mini expansion 2. And so this is just another additional thing you can add to the game here. And essentially what you'll do is you'll deal out some of these skill cards that you can spend your gold that you earn throughout the course of the game to purchase some of these skills that will let you do special things on your board here. So when I say spend gold, what I mean is the gold that you gain throughout the course of the game. You will X out any gold that you spend, and you can purchase some of these cards, just such as Summon, which allows you to, if it's an ambush card that's revealed, you can draw a shape with one or more less squares than depicted on the shape, minimum of 1. Or Manipulate. During the draw phase, if an ambush card is not revealed, break the chosen shape into 2 shapes and draw each separately. That's pretty cool. And so there are some that are much more expensive, such as Haggle. During the draw phase, when an Explore card with 2 choices is revealed, draw both options. And then some that are free, such as Sense Evil. During the draw phase, draw the hero shown below adjacent to the shape drawn this phase. So there you go. You can put another hero out there. And so those are the main changes that come with Cartographers Heroes. Let's go back up top and Sam and I will share our thoughts on this game.
Okay, so there you go. You guys got a good look at it and how it works. Now we're going to share our thoughts on it. Sam, what did you think about Cartographers Heroes?
I liked it. I definitely think it's a game that you need to get to the table more than once for a non-gamer. The first time I played it, the regular base...
The base game.
Yeah, the base game. It took me a little bit to get the hang of it. But once you get the idea and you understand the spacing and everything like that, it is a really fun game. Again, a unique aspect with the drawing and everything. I think it just adds a little bit of, artistic creativity to it. And the Heroes edition had more of a redeeming factor than the base game.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the hero cards because the ambush cards in the base game, totally out of your control. You can't control what the other player is going to do on your board, and you just have to try your best to deal with it going forward. Not that that was a bad thing. That was just the way the game goes, and I enjoyed the base game. In Heroes, you actually get to try and do something about it whenever a hero card comes up. You can attack back. You can destroy those ambushes and try to place them strategically so that when the next ambush comes, maybe you are blocking off that part that you think your opponent might want to put the next ambush in. So there's certain things you can do to kind of regain some control over the chaos that can go on in Cartographers. Speaking about those ambushes, Sam, what did you think about the new ambushes and Heroes with the different themes to them and how they interact with your map?
I mean, from a game standpoint, they do add a lot to the game. From a non-gamer who doesn't want to lose standpoint, I did not like them. It did add a lot more challenging aspects to it because, like, with the zombies, they can grow. So you really have to be strategic about where you put, if you get a hero, where you're going to put that hero, where, the other, components are going to come in. And it caused me to lose quite a bit of points.
Yes, it definitely does stretch the mind a little bit more, having the heroes and new ambushes that are going to either grow like the zombies or destroy spaces like the troll and the Gorgon gaze. It does stretch the mind a little bit more, but I feel like it adds so much to the theme. The zombies spread if you don't take them out. The dragon gives you gold if you can take it out or surround it. I think that's really cool. That adds a nice spice to the game. Not that the original one was completely devoid of any theme or excitement, but Cartographer Heroes is definitely one that just takes it up to the next notch.
I do think, especially with the non-gamer, you want to start with the base version because it just gives a good foundation. But with the Heroes, it adds a lot to the replayability, I think.
Right, yeah, you're definitely going to want to start with the base game for sure, and then work your way towards this. And it does increase the replayability, as well as the additional maps that are in the game. We've only had the volcano map, map number 1, and there are 2 other ones out there that we've not yet got to try just yet, but those just increase the amount of replayability and the amount of things that you can see happen in this game.
Yeah.
You will never play this game and have it come to be the exact same as any of the other times that you've played it before. Just like with the base game, this just intensifies that all the more. And so I really like Cartographers. I really, really like Cartographer Heroes. Feel like this is definitely one that you need on your shelf if you enjoy Cartographers, if that is something that you like. If you like flip and write, roll and write, those types of games, Cartographers is at the top of the list. Cartographer Heroes is going to be one step above that, in my opinion. And so you can't go wrong with Cartographer Heroes from Thunderworks Games. All right, so their Kickstarter is launching October 6th, so be sure to check that out. We'll include a link to the Kickstarter campaign in the description of this video, so please check that out, back it, show them your support. All right, I'm Lance.
I'm Sam.
We are Love to Hate. We try to bridge the gap between gamers and non-gamers, and Cartographers Heroes could possibly be one of those games that bridges the gap between gamers and non-gamers. If you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. We're Love to Hate. We'll catch you next time.